This conference will now be recorded.
Once again, very good morning and thanks been joining. This is our first session where we are going to discuss history of the complete SQL Server, little bit SQL Server, because being the next 60 days journey, we are spending more time on SQL Server. So let's discuss a little bit about what is SQL Server, okay, where Microsoft started the SQL Server, how Microsoft started the SQL Server, and what is the journey of the SQL Server, what is the history of SQL Server versions, all that part we are going to cover, along with the little bit about what type of license are available, and in case whenever we are purchasing the SQL Server, which license we will prefer. Most of the cases, when we got opportunity and we are working in the project, okay, what license most of the people are currently using, that is what we are going to cover this part. And going forward, we'll start with the architecture. Means, as a SQL Server database administrator, we must and should know about how to install the SQL Server, how SQL Server architecture is working. Okay, means what are the internal components, how the data movement is happening internally. We must and should know before we go and discuss about the technical concepts of entire SQL Server core database administrator parts. Okay, so first, 5 to 6 sessions or 5 to 10 sessions are very important and very interesting. Uh, Basically, because we are going to discuss complete theoretical internal part, and we'll also discuss a little bit practical sessions. Then after, once we start the core component, okay, then we'll go for half of the session theoretical and half of the session completely practical. So the people who are already working the first sessions, 4 to 5 sessions or 6 sessions, a little bit you will get bored, because completely we are going to discuss whatever you know, but little bit something depth knowledge internally what is happening, and we'll make something demos so that you can understand little bit easier. That's what our main plan. Okay, but the people who are starting journey, this first, okay, 5 to 10 sessions are most important and most critical sessions. Okay, so because most of the activities are depending on this, so you should be a little bit more concentrate, and we will provide the material as well. You can watch the sessions and you can watch the material. Almost uh, 10 questions, like 5 to 10 questions, interview questions will be come from here itself. Okay, base concepts. So we are going to discuss almost 10 days of the base concepts. Apart from 10 days, almost you will get 10 to 15 questions from here itself. Okay, 15 questions are very important for 10 sessions, and out of 15, maximum to maximum you will get 5 to 10 questions over all the interviews. So little bit more concentrate, and more theoretical part, but you should understand the logic, how the data movement is performing in the back end. Okay, then we'll go with the live sessions once we complete the installation. So most probably Friday we'll start the installation, SQL installation. Once we complete the installation, then we'll go for theoretical part, practical. Okay, so more on theoretical and more on practical going forward. Okay, so going forward, more on the practical, less on the theoretical. From beginning, more on the theoretical, less on the practical. Okay, because you should understand the logic behind. Okay, clear everyone?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. To start with the very basic, okay, very basic concept, how the Microsoft started its journey. Okay, long back, almost 20 to 25 years ago, how Microsoft has been started. Okay, everyone knows about Microsoft now, everyone knows about the IBM. Okay, IBM and Microsoft worked together and they designed a operating system called OS2. Now no more the operating system OS 2. Now we are using Windows 11, Windows 10, Windows 8, Windows 8.1. Okay, very rare case you will see Windows 7 as well. Now no more Windows XP as well. No more we are using Windows XPs or Windows Vista. We are using almost most of the globe is using Windows 11 and Windows 10, Windows 8 and Windows 8.1. So initially, okay, this whatever we are discussing not now, so it's almost 20 to 25 years ago. Okay, so where Microsoft has started its journey with OS2, with the collaborate with the IBM. So once they designed the operating system, both came into the market to sell to earn some amount. Okay, due to some business strategy, okay, used by the IBM organization. Okay, IBM having a database called DB2 on that day. Okay, 20 years ago, IBM is having already a database called DB2. Now also we are having DB2 database. Okay, mostly we will use the DB2 database for ACE400 and mainframes. So mainframe technology, ACE400 technology, mostly they will use the database called DB2 database. So IBM came up one business, a intelligent business strategy that is nothing but who will purchase OS2 operating system, we will give 1 year license free for the DB2 database. That is a strategy IBM used, but unfortunately for Microsoft, there is no database that time. Okay, then Microsoft thought that okay, how important is the database? Then Microsoft collaborate with the Sybase. Okay, so Microsoft collaborated with the Sybase and Microsoft designed one database called SQL Server, a database with the 16-bit operating system on OS2 in the year 1989. In the year 1989, Microsoft designed one database called SQL Server 1.0 with 16-bit operating system on top of OS2 operating system. On top of OS2 operating system. So Microsoft and Sybase and Aston Tata, okay, worked. These three organizations worked together and they designed completely a database called SQL Server database, and they uh, extended now later on, okay, from the year 2005, from the year, so later on Microsoft designed lot of versions like 1.0, 2.0, okay, 1.0, 2.0. So Microsoft came up with the different versions. Okay, 1.0 with OS2 operating system, 1.1 with OS2 operating system, 4.2a, 4.2b, okay, 4.2.1a, 6.0, 6.5, 7.0, 8.0, 9, 9.0, 10. Okay, so Microsoft came up with the one interesting feature with SQL Server. Okay, sorry, not 8.0. So we should call it from after 7.0, we should call it from SQL Server 2000. Then later on, SQL Server 2000, 64-bit operating system. Microsoft came up with the SQL Server 7.0 with the 16-bit operating system. Later on, Microsoft has been designed SQL Server 2000 with the 16-bit operating system as well. Then finally, when the year 2005, Microsoft completely redesigned its code. Okay, almost he redesigned the code without any Sybase, with maximum to maximum no Sybase, and he released the version called SQL Server 2005 completely. It's a Microsoft product now. Before 2005, from 2005, before 2005, from 2005. So Microsoft completely redesigned his code, and now he released a version called SQL Server 2005 with a lot of features, with a lot of enhancement, lot of features. Microsoft came up with SQL Server 2005. Later on, he designed lot of enhancement for in every feature like 2008, 2008 R2, 2012, 2014, 16, 17, 19, and 2022. And even when you go to the cloud also, we are having Azure SQL database and Azure MI as well. So Now Microsoft came up with the different versions. Each version Microsoft is keep on enhancing lot. Is enhancing the dashboards, is enhancing the features, is introducing the couple of the features which are so important when you are working with the tuning concepts. Okay, so Microsoft came up with a more and more. Now overall the global, Microsoft is on the second position in the SQL Server. Now not in second position. Almost 3 to 4 years ago, Microsoft is staying back at second position, and SQL Oracle is the first position. Now Microsoft has been overcome. Now Microsoft is as a leading database administrator throughout the global than Oracle. Than Oracle. Almost 3 to 4 years. Okay. Before, Oracle is the leading RDBMS technology. I means Oracle is the leading database administrator, and followed with SQL Server next. Okay. Now SQL Server is the leading database administrator throughout the global. So he's enhanced a lot. He's enhanced a lot along with the features, along with the securities, along with the licensing part. Okay, that is a basic history. Okay, so Microsoft started its journey. Okay, in almost 25 to 25 years ago, he started his journey. Now, where we are standing, okay, now we are standing with the version called SQL Server 2022. So we are going to discuss every version, what are the enhancement done, what are the features Microsoft released, okay, which features is little bit more important. We will discuss 10 to 15 features which are most important. We must and should know related to all the features. Related to all the features, we'll discuss almost 10 to 15 features which are more critical and more important in your day-to-day work. That features we are going to discuss along with their enhancement, pros and cons. Okay, how to configure those features, how to use that features, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, we are going to cover. Along with, you mustn't should know about every version. Microsoft make a code name. Code name. No one will come and ask you about the code, but make a note. Okay, every version Microsoft release one code along with the internal version. This is your external version. So you should call it as a SQL Server 2022, 2012, 2014, 2016, 2017, 2019. Okay, this is externally we are calling the versions, but internally, when you go to the internally, you will see the internal version. So I mean to say, you should remember this internal version, but make a note down, because whenever you specially working with the backups, so whenever you are specially working the backups and you are trying to restore the backups, if you are trying to restore the backups, so you should get which version you are trying to restore. So whenever you are reading the backup history, you will see the internal version, not external version. So internal version is also a little bit important. You mustn't should, if you remember, that is well and good. If not, at least you need to go and search what is the internal version of SQL servers. Okay, because whenever you are trying to restore, so for example, if you are trying to restore the database, okay, so if you are trying to restore the database, assume I am the application team, you are all the DBS. I just given a backup file. Hey, can you go and restore this backup file? You don't know anything about this backup file. Who performed this backup? Which instance you perform this backup? Which server you perform this backup? Which version you perform this backup? What is the backup type? You don't know anything. You should know about this information. You can get that information, okay, with the restore options, or while you are restoring also you can see this is your backup name, internal name, this is your database, this is the full backup, this server you perform, this is your database name, and the first LSN, last LSN, along with you will see the, okay, here you won't see the internal version, but here you can get the internal version means when you try to read the backup file. So, for example, we will discuss all these things in the live sessions. Okay, restore header only. header only. Okay, from desk equal to, okay, when you run this command, you will see the internal version. Okay, so you should remember the internal version, because so you don't know anything about this backup file. Just application team, they told that, okay, inform to you all the DBAs, okay, can you please go and restore. Blindly we can't go and restore, right? You should know about this backup file, who perform, when perform, on which instance they perform, what is the database backup, what type of backup it is. Everything you can get when you try to perform header only. Okay, so we are having, going forward, we are having the restore session. Again, I will come back all these concepts with the live demos. Make a sense, everyone? Clear? Not clear? So you should remember the internal, external version, and you should know about the internal versions as well. Means it will help you a lot whenever you are trying to restore it. Whenever you are trying to restore it and you don't know anything about that backup file, so internal versions will help you a lot, on which instance, on which version that you so and so user perform the backup, and where you are trying to restore it. Clear? Questions? No? Yes? Okay. Come on, sir. Just start interacting, okay? Instead of a little bit silence, just make a little bit more interactive. That will help you a lot. Okay. Now, like same. Okay. So, when you go, this is the block. You must and should definitely remember this block: SQL Server build.blogspot.com. Okay. So where you can see all the SQL Server versions related information. Okay, and their patches, security patches, service patches, cumulative updates, when they released. Okay, what is their bill number? This is a bill number. You should remember this bill numbers. Okay, I mean to say, you should not remember whole thing. At least you should remember the first digits. Okay, first two digits, very important, because whenever you see this 16, okay, you should get idea, okay, this is equals over 2022. When you see the 15, you should get idea it's a 2019. So when you at least you remember from 2000, sir, I don't want below 2000. At least you try to remember from SQL Server 2000 onwards. 2000 bill number start with 8. Okay, 2005 start with 9, 2008 start with 10, 2008 R2 will also start with 10 only. Okay, you just remember this two. But what is the major difference means, when you see 2008 R2, it will start with 50, 10.50, but it will start with 10.0, 10.0. Okay, and 2012 will start with 11, and 14 will start with 12, 16 will start with 13, 17 will start with 14, 18, 19 will start with 15, and 22 will start with 16. So just remember this first two digits whenever you, while you were trying to connect to the SQL. So for example, when you try to connect to the SQL, okay, so the people who are starting the journey, you don't know anything about this tool. We are going to discuss everything in coming sessions, sir. Just I'm displaying so that parallelly you will see. Okay, so once you connect to the SQL Server, it will display the bill number. It will display the bill number. So by seeing the first digits, okay, you will get one idea. Okay, my SQL is running on 2022. If you see the 14 means, you will get idea, okay, my SQL is running on 2017. So if you see the 10 means, okay, my SQL is running on 2008 or 2008.2. So whenever you see the first two digits, okay, you can easily get idea, okay, my SQL is running on so and so instance, sorry, so and so version, so and so version. So whenever you open SQL Server, SQL Server.build.blogspot.com, you can easily get SQL servers, all SQL servers related information. Look, for example, if you click on SQL Server 2022, you will see what is the latest patch released by Microsoft. Okay, even nowadays everyone we are using smartphones, everyone we are using the laptops, right? So Windows also you are getting some patches, hotfix, correct? Even for our even for our take your mobile also, your Android people are and iOS people, they are going to release the security patches, they are going to release the patches, and you are going to update your devices, right? So make sure that you should up to date your SQL server as well. Make sure that as a core database administrator, we should take a responsibility to maintain our SQL servers up to date. To maintain our SQL servers up to date. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
So, which
Yeah.
which
So
cumulative updates when they updated? Okay, when they released, you will see everything, sir. Here you will see everything here. So when you go to the SQL Server 2019, okay, so Microsoft released whatever the security patches, what are the cumulative updates. Okay, service patch has been stopped from SQL Server 2017, sir, no more. Earlier, before 2017, so Microsoft is releasing the service patches. So no worries at all how to apply the service patch. Okay, what kind of challenges you will see while you are applying the service patches, how to fix that one, what is the shortcuts to fix that issue. Because earlier, okay, 3 to 4 years ago, not now, sir, now Microsoft simplified the fixes. Like for example, when you are applying the patches, you will see a little bit errors. Okay, MSP MSA files are missing mostly, most of the cases. So earlier, like 3 to 4 years ago, to fix that one we used to take morely 2 hours, 3 hours sometimes. Now Microsoft simplified lot. Okay, we can fix, okay, little bit faster, like 10 to 15 minutes or 20 minutes we can fix it. Okay, even we can fix it a little bit less time also. There are a lot of shortcuts we are going to discuss. And most important interview question, most important activities are most important interview question, most of the important activities. So definitely you will get a question, will you get a chance to apply the patches? Directly they will ask you this question, sir. You should tell yes. Okay, so how you will apply, what kind of challenges, how you overcome, means how you resolve those issues. We'll discuss everything in the live demos. Make sense, everyone? So you will see the bill numbers, you will see the everything in this block. Just make this block, let me share this block to you. Okay, this is the Microsoft block. RMC you can open anywhere, sir, even in the real world as well. Okay. Yep. Okay. Now, so you got now a little bit idea. Okay. So SQL Server means like how, see, like journey of our Android devices, iOS devices, journey of your operating system when you take the laptops. So you will see Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows Vista, Windows 8, Windows 8.1, Windows 10, Windows 11, right? Like same Microsoft has been released different versions, different flavors. Okay, lot of enhancement in the dashboards, in the features. Like you will see all this kind of everything in at one place. At one place, you can get entire your SQL Server information. SQL Server information. Make please make a note down. Now, so we know about everyone knows about the Microsoft lot. Okay, so everyone knows about the Microsoft lot. So everyone will think that okay, Microsoft means only SQL Server. No, sir. Microsoft contains lots of products. Microsoft contains lots of products, like almost 734 products are available related to Microsoft. So, like .NET, Azure, customer care frame dynamics, okay, Internet Explorer, Microsoft 365, MS Office, Microsoft SQL Server, Microsoft Edge, Office, okay, Silverlight, SQL Server, Visual Studio, Windows, all will comes under Microsoft. Out of these, .NET, Azure, MS Office, Edge, okay, SQL Server, Windows, Visual Studio, Active Directory. Active Directory is also Microsoft product, okay. Azure, Active Directory, okay, SharePoints, all are belong to the Microsoft product. So almost 734 products are available. 734 products are available. So for example, when you go to the Azure, okay, you will see all services which are respect to the Microsoft, respect to the cloud. This is completely cloud, so these are all the services where Microsoft is offering. Okay, so if you go to the SQL Server, been we are discussing SQL Server. Later on, we'll go to the cloud platform as well. Later on, we'll go to the cloud. Okay, let's first stick on SQL Server. Later on, we'll go to the cloud after 3 weeks. Fourth week, we'll enter into the cloud parts. Okay, now, so these are all the SQL Server related. So, for example, if you're searching SQL Server 2017, okay, you want to know a little bit about SQL Server 2017. If you go and search with SQL Server 2017, you will see when Microsoft has been released and what is the support, main support, and what is the extended support. This is very important. Now whenever you go to the any showroom to purchase vehicles, either bike or car, for example, either bike or car, whenever you go or whenever you are purchasing smartphones on Amazon or Flipkart. Okay, so a standard warranty they will provide you, like 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. Agree, not agree? Yes. Later on, if you give little bit more amount, they will extend your support. They will extend your support. Like same, Microsoft is providing a standard supports for 5 years. Okay, 5 years standard supports and extended supports for 5 more years. Almost every version Microsoft is providing 10 years support. Okay, you think that after 10 years means after means so for example, you install this SQL Server 2017, and while you are installing you are facing some issue and you are unable to fix that issue, you want Microsoft support. So what you will do, you will create a case to the Microsoft. Okay, I will show you how to create the case to the Microsoft when we go to the cloud. So when you raise a case to the Microsoft, and Microsoft engineer will reach out to you and they will help you to fix that issue. So that support I mean to say. Okay, but after the extended support is also expired. Okay, so you stuck somewhere, and you wanted to help from Microsoft. Mostly Microsoft won't help. He will tell, okay, you need to upgrade your SQL Server. The support has been stopped. So for example, if you go to the SQL Server 2012, okay, Microsoft has been stopped the support last year. See, sir, last year July, okay, 12th, Microsoft stopped the support for 2012 as well. No more support now. Now for example, if your application is working on 2012, 2008, 2008 or to 2005, 2000, you need to educate your application team and and tell them, okay, so Microsoft has been stop the support, okay, completely stop the support, and check whether your application is compatible to the higher versions, so that we can upgrade your SQL servers to the higher versions. So that we will have in a concept called EOL. Technically, we'll call it as a end of life. So the Microsoft has been stopped the support, right? So we need to talk to our application team and check their applications whether the application is compatible to the higher versions. We will try to upgrade to the higher versions. So technically, you should call it as a EOL, end of life. end of life. And while you are introducing yourself, while you are taking interview, while you are taking the interviews and you are introducing yourself, so you can tell that I am the part of UL team as well, end of life team. So where you are going to part of migrations, upgradations, all that stuff they will do in the UL part, end of life part. Clear? Questions? Everyone? Any questions? Okay. Now move to the next question. If no questions, okay. Yeah, let's move into. So basically, whenever we will start purchasing, so we will start purchasing SQL servers. Okay. So while you start purchasing, what is the cost is very important. That cost you should call it as a license. So even whenever you are installing MS Office on your device, okay. So by default they will give you 6 months free license or 1 year free license. For operating system also they will give you 1 year free license or 6 months free license. Later on you need to purchase the license. Like same, when you go to the SQL server, you should purchase the license. We should purchase the license. Okay, so how the pricing, what type of license are available is very very important, sir. Is very very important. Okay, basically as a core database administrator, okay, we should know about the licensing part, because finally we need to save some amount to the application team, right? Okay, blindly, as assume blindly, if we are blindly working, so we are as a DBA, okay, we will go to the office, we got one request to install the SQL server, we'll install the SQL server, we'll grant the permission, we'll hand out to the application team, they will do their inserts or updates or deletes, whatever they're performing. Okay, and we will log out and we'll come every day. This is our day-to-day work. Then how you will save the amount to your application team? What is your uniqueness in the project, sir? So you need to see what is the addition. So what is the additions? All will see step by step, sir. Again, one more point. Okay, first 5 to 6 sessions are dependency sessions. Okay, a purely dependency sessions. Okay, in case if you're not getting today, no worries. Tomorrow again I will touch back these points. A day after tomorrow again touch back these points. Finally, once we complete all the basic concepts, you will become little bit stronger in SQL Server. Yep, making sense. Okay, first 5 to 6 sessions, 10 sessions are dependency sessions. So bear with me. After 10 sessions, you will become stronger in a core component of the SQL Server. Yep. Okay, now, so when you go to the real world, not in the in your personal laptop and you are installing the SQL server, you are doing the practice. When you go to the real world, okay, so how many SQL servers we are using in real world, that is very important, sir. So for example, okay, assume you are working for ICC customer client, you should call it as a client. So for this client, you are working almost 1500 to 2000 SQL servers. 1500 to 2000 SQL servers. 2000 SQL servers. For example, you are working for LIC, insurance related project. Okay, this is banking related project. This is insurance related project. You are working this for this. You are working almost 3000 to 4000 SQL servers. Okay, so in this project, your role is SQL database administrator and you are going to support this 2000 servers. In this client, your role is SQL Server database administrator. You are going to support 4000 servers. Apart from this 2000 servers, 4000 servers, okay, couple of servers will be on-prem, and a couple of servers will be cloud, When you go to the cloud, that can be Azure, that can be AWS. Most of the time AWS or Azure, sir. Okay. On-prem, AWS. On-prem, AWS or Azure. Azure or Google Cloud, you can GCP. Okay. And and PaaS services as well. PaaS. PaaS services. When you go to the PaaS, you can call it as a Azure SQL, okay, or MI, or RDS, or GCP SQL, GCP SQL. So out of this 2000, out of this 4000, it can be on premises, it can be cloud, it can be PaaS. Cloud is nothing but IaaS, or you can call it as IaaS. No worries, first time who are listening, we will discuss all these concepts with the live demos going forward. Okay, I am just giving a idea. Okay, once you got opportunity, once you enter into the project, okay, you should ask one question: how many servers we are supporting? Okay, so you most, as we are a newcomers, we don't know anything about how the client looks like. Okay, so for example, we are thinking, okay, ICC bank client is only related to SQL. No, sir, this bank contains Oracle, MySQL, PostgreSQL, DB2, okay, Java, Python, okay, Python, all language, multiple technologies this client is using. Out of this, your technology is also one. Out of this, your technology is also one, sir. Okay, your technology is also one. So every technology is a independent. Every technology is a independent. SQL Server technology is a independent. Okay, so out of this, you are going to support 2000 servers. Out of this, you are going to support 4000 servers. In that 2000, 4000 servers, okay, those are on-premises servers, cloud servers, PaaS servers, okay, and physical servers. So mostly physical servers will also comes into the on-premises. Okay, clear? Not clear? How many servers we will handle in real world? And maybe you may also get a small projects which are handling only 10 to, okay, 20 servers, or 100 servers, or 200 servers. A medium scale projects, you will get it. Okay, 50 servers, 100 server, 200 servers. But if you can also get large scale projects, clients, okay, where you are going to handle. Okay, so earlier I got opportunity to work with 4000 to 5000 servers. I handle almost 5000 servers. One of our client, US based client, 5000 servers. Out of this, okay, almost 1500 servers are belong to, I am the primary manager for these servers. Out of this 5000, 1500 servers are, I'm the primary manager. So you may also get that kind of chance. Means you are the uh, uh, manager for that server. Any issue related to the server, your application will directly ping you, apart from your regular work. Again, I mean to say, apart from your regular work, okay, if you're server manager for these servers, right, almost 1500 servers are, I'm the primary server manager. In case any issue related to this 1500, they will directly reach out to us. And 1500 servers are my SME, okay, and 1000 servers are one more team member, and 500 servers is one more team member. This is how we segregate it. So apart from your regular work, you may also get a different request. Means you may get a different more request, because if anything will happen to these servers, they will directly reach out to us, because these are we are handling, and you are the primary contact. Primary server management means primary contact, sir, and you are the primary contact. Take that opportunity, okay, to learn in a short time. Any questions, sir? So we are handling these many instances, these many servers. Okay, this many servers you are handling, these many servers you are handling. Out of this, Okay, out of these, how much, sir? See, sir, it's a massive server, sir. It's a 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. SQL, only SQL. I am not discussing about Oracle or MySQL or PostgreSQL or Amazon or MongoDB or Cosmos DB. There are a lot of database management system throughout the global. Then assume for Oracle we are maintaining 5,000 servers. For PostgreSQL we are maintaining 1,000 servers. See, sir, these many environments we are maintaining, this many servers we are maintaining for one a client, for one client. Almost we maintain for one client for 80,000 servers. Out of this, 5,000 are SQL. Remaining 75,000 rest. Out of 80,000 servers, we for entire my client, we are almost maintaining 80,000 servers. Out of these, 5,000 servers are SQL related servers. Rest, it can be Oracle, it can be MySQL, it can be PostgreSQL, it can be Java, .NET, Salesforce, whatever it can be. Tableau, Power BIs, whatever it can be. So whenever once you got an opportunity, once you enter into the project, you should ask how many servers we are supporting. In these servers again, in these servers again, okay, out of this, again you should know how, for example, I am supporting, so we are supporting 1,000 to 1,500 servers. 1,500 servers. Out of these, how many are production servers? How many are test servers? How many are dev servers? How many are staging servers? How many are UAT servers? Mostly test and UAT are same, sir, almost. Okay. How many are pre-prod servers? Pre-prod servers. So again, these servers are divided into environments. So you should remember these environments are production environment, test environment, dev environment, stage environment, UAT environment. You must and should know about the environments. Out of this, production is so critical for us. Production is nothing but live servers, sir. Whatever, so whenever you open Amazon, so for example, if you are opening Amazon, okay, if you are opening Amazon, okay, and now you are trying to book a product. Either you are purchasing a laptop, you are purchasing a smartphone, you are purchasing camera, you are purchasing some groceries. Okay, so once you open Amazon, you will try to connect with your login name and password. You will try to connect with your login name and password, correct? Where that information is residing, somewhere in the database, right, in the backend. Agree, not agree? Somewhere in the database, right? Yes, at least everyone's response, sir. Your response is so important.
Yes.
So that I came to know your understanding.
Yes, Abu.
Getting? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So somewhere it need to store, right? Okay. Once you logged in the portal, you will you are booking a product. For example, you booked a laptop. By mistakenly you booked a wrong product. What you will do? You will cancel the product, right? Right? You will cancel the product, and you wanted to track the product of the progress, whether it has been picked, it has been packed, it has been delivered, okay, shipping, it has been delivered. You will track the product, right? So means somewhere your data is storing. Assume this is your client, this is your front end, we are under back end, sir. We are under backend. This is where this is my SQL instance, which is mapped to this Amazon, and this is my database where you are going to store your product information, where you are going to store your product information. So, for example, Caesar, this is your product information. See, production dot product information, product category, product cost history, product description, product document, product inventory. Okay, and for example, you are the person, right? Person information, person phone number, person number type. Okay, and you wanted to see the address information. You can see the billing information. Okay, like this we will create the tables. Who not user developers will create the tables, and they will start loading the data. They will start loading the data into this. So whenever you are tracking something, whenever you are seeing something, you will get the data from the database. So that is your client. This is your backend. So we are backend people where we are handling the data. So we should be little bit more careful, sir, because we are dealing with the data. Hope you are getting.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that is one thing. So whenever you are performing lot of things, our data will be residing in the database. So sometimes whenever you are trying to log in, and you will get a error call invalid username, invalid password, incorrect password. Okay, user not existed. So okay, so it will go to the database, it will verify the database. If your data is not available in the database, then you will get definitely warning, right? Definitely some warning call, invalid username, invalid password, incorrect. So something you will get it, correct? Right? So where you are getting that information from the database. Sir, you won't believe me. So, Subbu sir, uh, why you were going to the Amazon and showing me? Okay, sometimes while you were making interviews, okay, sometimes how they will ask you question means, I am having a website. On that website, I am having multiple pages. On that page, when I go to this mobile page, my performance is impacting. How you will troubleshoot? That type of question you will get it, sir. So that's the reason I'm just okay comparing. Okay, how um your front end look like, how your back end look like. Getting my point? Definitely will get this sort of question. So when I open the application, on that application, when I open one page, now this page is impacting the performance. Everything, my entire application is working fine, but only this mobile page is impacting the performance. Means users are facing some slowness while you were seeing the mobiles, while you were booking the mobiles, while you were tracking the mobiles, little bit slowness. Now how you will improve the performance? That sort of question definitely will get it. So for that reason, okay, no, for that reason only I'm just comparing, sir. So this is your front end, this is your back end. Getting my point? So you should get a little bit more information, what kind of tables map to this page. Okay, correct, what kind of tables are mapped, what kind of database is mapped, sir. ICICI bank is my client. So for example, if I go to the, what is my client? ICICI bank is my client. ICICI. In ICICI, or in SBI, or in Citibank, okay, Citibank, HSBC Bank, okay, or Amazon or Flipkart, okay. So these are client for us. So when you go to the ICICI, okay. I hope Sridhar asked this question. Subbu sir, can you please explain? Sorry, sorry, sir. Okay, someone asked this question. Okay, can you please explain the hierarchy of the application? Okay, hierarchy of the application. Right. This is how the hierarchies are. So this is your entire your client. In this client, we have n number of applications. Like home loan is one application, car loan is one application, bike loan is one application, personal loan is one application, health insurance is one application, term insurance is one application. Correct? So you will see a lot of applications, sir. So for that application, so ICICI Bank is your client. Okay, ICICI Bank is your client. This is your client. Okay, every client will have lot of applications. So what are the applications? Either it can be car loan, it can be personal loan, it can be home loan, it can be gold loan, it can be so and so. So In your client you are having lot of applications. So for example, okay, you are working on ICICI Bank. You are working on ICICI Bank. You got one idea. Okay, you got one idea like COVID application. Nowadays, COVID is the more famous keyword, right? Okay, now you got one idea, COVID application. Okay, now you will take that proposal to your client. Okay, I got one idea. I am going to design one app related to ICAC COVID. Okay, so where I am going to design one Android application and one iOS application, one Windows application, one Linux application. Okay, I need for this application I need 50 servers. I need Oracle, I need SQL, I need Java, I need Tableau kind of applications as well. So I will take one proposal to the client. Where it will start? From this it will start, sir. On the software life cycle, from this it will start. Means I got one idea related to my client. Okay, I will take that idea to this here and I will start first designing the structure. Okay, first I will design complete structure and I will go into the live. From there this start. Okay, now out for ICC COVID application. Okay, I need, okay, 10 I need 5 SQL servers. Now for this application, now they will build the servers. They will build the servers. Once they build the servers, they will create the they will install the SQL. They will install the SQL. In these servers, again, they will segregate into production, development, test, test, production, development, test. So whenever you install the SQL server in respect to servers, so this is SQL server, you should call it as it's a production SQL server, it's a test SQL server, it's a dev SQL server, it's a dev SQL server. Once you install the SQL server, we will create the databases. Got it? Now this is the hierarchy. How?
Sir, what is stage server?
Oh, stage means, so for example, you are Oracle. Okay, you are having some data in Oracle. You are having some data in Oracle and you wanted to move the data into the SQL. Or for example, you are having data in the Excel. Excel. You are having data in the Notepad. Notepad technically you should call it as a flat files. Okay, you are having data in the flat files. You are having data in the Excel. You are having data in somewhere, sir. Somewhere apart from SQL. Now, first, what you need to do, you need to bring that data to the SQL. SQL. Okay, can I directly move that data into the production? No, right? So what I can do, I can move this data first to the staging, stage tables. Okay, later I can do some aggregation, calculations, blah 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 something. Finally, I will move into the production box. Getting my point? So that purpose we will use staging.
Yes, sir.
So I won't move directly data to the production. First, I will move to the pre-prod before production, one step ahead, behind production. First, I will move from staging to pre-prod. I will test everything. If everything is fine, finally I will move the data into the production box. So whenever you are working in Azure Data Factory, SSIS, everyone knows about Informatica, right? Informatica, SSIS. Okay. So what they will do, right? They will get the data from the different source like SAP, Oracle, DB2, Sybase. So they will get the data from the different source. First, they will move data into the staging table. So for example, this is my actual table name. This is my actual table name. What is my actual table name? Uh, DM underscore OS underscore prod. This is my actual table name. So what they will do, they will create one more table called DM underscore OS underscore prod underscore stage. So first they will move the data into the staging table. So Later on, they will move some transformations, aggregations, calculations, all that stuff, and finally they will move good amount of data into the production table. Got you? That is how the hierarchy will start.
Yes.
Yes, everyone clear, sir? Okay, not okay.
Yes,
So
yes, yes,
how
yes,
the application is starting, how we are working IT industry, sir, means we got one idea. From there, the everything will start. What I mean to say, you got one idea, unique idea. From there, the everything will start. So what is your application, what you need, what are the technologies you need, how many servers you need. Okay, if that technology will fit for SQL Server, then we are supporting, sir. Otherwise, no. Yep. So that is hierarchy. Now, now you know about the production, you know about the development, you know about the stage, all that stuff. Now we need to purchase the SQL servers, right? In real world, okay. In real world, we need to purchase the SQL servers. So when you start thinking about license, okay, very important, okay. So license. When I am explaining latest SQL Server version 2022, sir. Okay, we will do everything practical in SQL Server 2022 and 2019. These are the latest two SQL Server versions, right? So when you go to the SQL Server 2022 licensing part, when you go to the SQL Server license 2022 part, okay, so we are having lot of editions, sir. Enterprise edition, standard edition, evaluation edition, web edition, okay, business intelligent edition, and developer edition, along with the evaluation edition. We are having different editions. We will discuss in the going forward sessions. As of now, no need to worry. Okay, assume mostly in real world we will use two editions. One is enterprise edition, is the topmost edition. One is the standard edition. One is the standard edition. So before we go here, so we are having two types of license. One is one is core license. One is server plus cal license. Two types of licenses. One is core license. One is server plus cal license. One is core license. One is server plus cal license. First, let's discuss core license. Later on, we'll go for cal license, server plus cal license. What do you mean by core license? Means, so whenever you are purchasing a laptop, whenever you are purchasing a laptop, so we will see the core sites, CPUs. Agree, not agree? So I'm purchasing with 4 cores. I am purchasing with 8 cores. I am purchasing with 16 cores. I am purchasing with 32 cores. You will see the cores, correct? And you will see the processors, Intel i3 processor, Intel i7 process, Intel i5 process. Again, in that Intel, again, versions also available. So Intel i7 10th generation, Intel i7 8th generation, Intel i5 12th generation. You will see the generation as well, right? Along with the cores, correct? So if you go to the Intel, okay, Intel processor list. For example, if I go to the Intel itself, okay, block. Okay, come on. So if you go to the okay Intel core processors, come on, why dashboard has been changed? Let's go for products. Let's go for Intel core. Okay, yeah, Intel core. Okay, now you decide to purchase either Intel Core i3 processor or Intel Core i4 processor or Intel Core i7 processor or Intel Core i9 processor. Okay, now latest is i9. Latest is i9. Now, for example, if I'm going for latest one, let's go for latest only, sir. Or let's go for first i3. Most of the people know. Okay, if I'm going for Intel i3 processor, Intel i3 processor. Again in Intel i3, so 13th generation, 12th generation, okay, 12th generation desktop processor, mobile processor. Based on that, you will go. For example, I'm going for 13th edition, 13th generation, sorry, 13th generation. Okay, scroll down. You will see here how many. Okay, again here it is displaying everything, sir. Okay, here you will see how much gigahertz speed of your CPU. If you along with what is minimum, they are why the dashboards? Come on, view all. Oh, yeah, yeah. Now here, sir. Okay, the dashboard has been changed actually. Earlier it is in the table format. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Okay, now when I go to the Intel i3, mm, when I go to the Intel i3, Intel i5, Intel i7, Intel i9, what is the minimum core you will get it, sir? Minimum core, minimum 4 cores, correct? Minimum 4 cores, minimum, minimum 4 cores. When I go to the Intel, okay, minimum 4 cores. The actual the dashboard has been changed. For example, minimum 4 core processors. Okay, 4 cores. How many threads? Logical threads. Forget about that one. Okay, how many cores? So, for example, if I go to the MS Info 32, take my laptop, sir. For example, I am getting with 4 cores with 8 logical threads. 8 logical threads. Okay, one socket with one socket, 4 cores, 8 logical threads. So I am purchasing 4 cores. I am purchasing 4 cores. Now, when you go to the 4 cores, what is the price Microsoft is charging for Enterprise Edition, for Standard Edition? So, for example, if you go to the Enterprise Edition, take a if you go to the Enterprise Edition, sir, if you go to the Enterprise Edition, okay, for 2 cores, Microsoft is charging $15,132 per year. For example, for year, Microsoft is charging $15,000. Okay, $15,000 Microsoft is charging. So let's open the calculator. Let's open calculator. This is dollar, sir. So let's open calculator. Okay, so for example, 15,000, how much? So 1, 2, 3 into 80. Currently, our Indian currency is 80. So Microsoft is charging almost 12 lakh rupees for one SQL instance for 2 core processors. Take my laptop is having 4 core processors. Now, how much Microsoft will charge? How much Microsoft will charge, sir?
Around 25 or 24.
Yeah, 24 lakhs. Microsoft is charging for one SQL Enterprise Edition. Oh my God. Correct? If I'm having hundreds enterprise editions, 200 enterprise editions, 500 enterprise editions, then gone. Correct? How much your organization need to pay to the Microsoft license cost? It's very important, sir. So blindly you should not install enterprise edition until unless there is a need, because license cost is a little bit higher. Not with when you compare with Oracle, this is a little bit low only. Oracle is than more. Oracle is than more, sir. License cost is than more than Microsoft. Okay, for enterprise edition for 2 core, Microsoft is charging this much. For 4 cores, for 8 cores, for 16 cores, for 24 cores, for 32 cores, it should be double. Agree, not agree? Okay, so enterprise edition license per core based licenses. This is how you should calculate, sir. This is how you should calculate the core license. Now, if I go to the standard, If you go to the standard, Microsoft is supporting charging only 3,945 into 2 for 2 cores, sir. For 2 cores, this is how Microsoft is charging into 80. So how much Microsoft is charging? Only 3 lakhs. Oh my God. Almost 60 to 70% the budget has been reduced, right? Under standard edition. So for enterprise edition, for 2 core, Microsoft is charging almost 12 lakhs. But for standard edition, 2 cores, Microsoft is charging only 3 lakhs. Okay, let's go for standard edition. Okay, where I need definitely enterprise edition, I can go for enterprise edition. Otherwise, I can go for the standard edition. I can go for the standard edition. So definitely you will get one question. Okay, which edition you will use more frequently in real world? So don't tell enterprise editions, sir. We will use very less limited enterprise editions. More standard edition we will use because license cost. Okay, until unless there is really need, we'll go for enterprise edition. Otherwise, we'll go for standard edition. When you will go for enterprise edition, when we will go for standard edition, we will discuss in the coming session, sir. Okay, clear? Not clear? What is core based license? Agree?
Sir, which
Not agree?
cases we are using enterprise
That's what.
edition?
That's what, sir. Based on your needs. That's what. Based on your needs. So, for example, if you go to the editions, okay, SQL Server editions. Okay, if you search for SQL Server editions, let's go to the Microsoft block only, sir. I don't want go. Okay, so take any any version, sir. Scroll down, scroll down. So you are having enterprise, standard, web, developer, express. Little bit scroll down. Okay, so there are limitations. Enterprise edition there is no limitation, but standard edition there is a limitation. A web edition there is a limitation. Express edition is a limitation. Okay, limitation. So you should see the what is your server configuration. That is one point. Limitation. One more point. What features your application team is expecting from this instance? What features? I assume they want always on. Definitely you need to go for enterprise edition, right? Definitely you need to go for enterprise edition if they want always on complete always on availability group. Definitely you need to go for enterprise edition. So for example, scroll down, down, down. Most of the cases now standard enterprise equal, sir. Uh, if you wanted to r- configure replication between SQL to Oracle, if you wanted to configure, you got opportunity to enable replication, that too from not SQL to SQL to Oracle, then you definitely should go for enterprise edition. And you wanted to configure P2P transaction replication, you want enterprise edition. So what features they are expecting from this instance, based on that you need to decide, sir. Now you got idea, right? How? So what they are expecting from this installation? What kind of sort of features they are expecting? Whether that features are available in the standard edition? Let's go for standard edition, sir. You are saving the budget, correct? Saving the cost. Cost is very important, sir. Finally, we need to save the some amount to the client. Okay, so based on that only you need to decide. You can come here what they are expecting from this. Everything you can get it idea. Every version, sir. So for example, if I go to the SQL Server 2016 security, let's go for security, sir. Okay. See, sir, TD is not available under Enterprise Edition. TD is not available under Standard Edition. Very important point, sir. Okay, when you go to the SQL Server 2016, if I want to enable TDE feature, we will discuss a lot about TDE, sir. On-premises TDE, always on TDE, Azure TDE, Azure Key Vault TDE. We'll discuss a lot about TDE in the future sessions. Okay, not now. We'll discuss a lot. These many types we'll discuss. Okay, for example, you wanted to enable TDA and you want to enable TDA basically. Can you enable if you install standard edition? Everyone?
No, sir.
Yes? No. Then what you will do? Hey, currently your SQL is running standard edition. We can't enable TDE. You can upgrade to enterprise edition, or you can upgrade SQL Server to 2017, where you can configure TDE under standard edition, not in 2017, 2019, 2019. See, sir. So educate your application team. Hey, upgrade SQL Server to 2019 standard edition so that I can configure. I'm good to configure TDE. Or you need to upgrade to enterprise edition. Better go for standard SQL Server 2019 instead of enterprise edition because license cost. Okay, don't blindly tell to your application team, sir. Compare, compare. Okay, so if now you got idea, okay, instead of upgrading enterprise edition, why can't I upgrade SQL Server to 2019 standard edition? It will supports TDE feature, right? Yes or no? And my license costs also nearby only. I don't want spend more amount. So that is how our decision need to be, sir, in the going forward. Decisions are very important here. Just get grabbing the information. Okay, clear, sir. For example, you got a proposal call. I need to enable 3D. So currently, your SQL is running with SQL Server 2016, and that too it is a standard edition, and they are asking to upgrade your database to enable TDA. Then you can tell, hey, currently standard edition won't support. If you want TDA, okay, either you need to go for enterprise edition. If you go for enterprise edition, the license cost is differ. Make one point, and one more point is go and upgrade your SQL Server to 2019 standard edition. Your license cost will be nearby. Okay, that is the best choice. Which choice you want? Let them choose the choice. Okay, you no need to decide. Decision is not with us, sir. This is with them. Who's our application team? Okay, so this is how the core based license will works, and how you will choose enterprise edition standard edition means this is the best block, sir. This is the best block. Make the decisions. To make the decisions, this is the one of the best block, because no one will remember all this stuff, sir, which are supported, which are not supported. But at least you should remember, sir, couple of things. Okay, not everything, but at least couple of things. Out of this, okay, one of the most important is resource limitation. Resource. When you go for standard, maximum you can use 24 cores, and maximum memory you can use is 128 GB of RAM. Maximum. So for example, your server is having 250 GB of RAM. 250 GB of RAM. Okay, your SQL can use only 128 GB of RAM, not more than that. There is a limitation. Okay, your server is having 250 GB of RAM. Will that means SQL Server will use overall memory? No. Under standard edition, there is a limitation. So resource limitation, futures limitation, both are very important, sir. Got you? Clear, everyone? How you will make the decisions? Resource limitations, futures limitations. So this is about core based license, sir. When you are purchasing core based license, okay, based on your course, Microsoft will charge this much of amount license per license, sir. Come on. No, yes, got it.
Yes, sir. Got
Yes, sir, got
Again,
it.
again, stop me in case you are not getting. Okay. Again, repeat. Don't sit idle. Okay. That is only one request. You should stop me. You should stop me anytime, sir. Okay. Now, so we have one more type of license, right? That is nothing but server plus cal license. Server plus cal license. Okay. Okay. So when you go for server plus cal license, you should definitely go for a standard edition, not enterprise edition. So there is no enterprise edition. You should go for the standard edition. What do you mean by server plus cal license means? Okay, what do you mean by server plus cal license means? So you need to purchase the server license along with the client license. Server license along with the client license. So for example, what is the server license? Okay, 989 into 80. Okay, so 70 approximately 80,000 Microsoft is charging plus for one client. Sir, one point I missed, so I'm so sorry. When you go for when you go for core base, when you go for core base, there is no limitation. N number of users can connect, N number of clients can connect. Okay, I'm so sorry I missed this point. One very important point is when you go for core bases, unlimited users can connect, unlimited users can make the connections. Clients can connect. Getting my point? There is no limitation, sir. But when you go for server plus cal, there is a limitation. How many clients can access your SQL? Then differs. Then differs, sir. So, for example, this is the server license. Okay, how much 80,000 is charging? Now, when you go to the client, for one client, for one client, Microsoft is charging this much. Okay, sorry. For one client, Microsoft is charging this much, sir. So, for example, you are having 10 clients. You are having 10 clients into 10. How much is our Microsoft is charging? Approximately 1,84,000 plus server license. Okay, server license. So approximately Microsoft is charging near to standard edition only, right? Correct, sir. I can go for standard edition instead of going for server plus cal license. If you're having 10 clients, 20 clients, 30 clients. Agree, everyone? Are you there?
Yes, yes.
So this is how the licensing parts are. So you will get one idea how Microsoft is tracking all this stuff means using V okay volume licensing teams are we okay. So every when you go here, when you are installing SQL Server, you will see 16 digits. Okay, like so for example FC12 colon okay 0159 colon AZ01 colon. So this is how your license looks like. This is how your license looks like. So whenever you are installing, you should provide the license. Okay, and your Microsoft is going to track with help of this license key. And you know about, right, uh, Microsoft will also audit the organizations quarterly basis, yearly basis, and every 3 years Microsoft will go to the office and they can audit the license as well. And they will give the some little bit vendors and they will go to the respective office and they will audit how the licensing. So in case you are having any queries on licensing, okay, any queries on licensing, you should create a case to Microsoft volume licensing team. Okay, in case you are having any queries related to the licensing, you should create a case to the volume licensing team, sir. Case, and they will reach out to you and they will clarify all the doubts. Being I worked for Microsoft for 1 year. Okay, even whenever if someone is creating a case to the licensing part, we will route the case to the Microsoft volume licensing team. These guys only knows about more about the licensing than us. Yes, sir, you are asking question.
Sir, how to find core license and
When
server
because
suppose
when you
already
are
installed the servers.
no, that's what whenever you are downloading. So for example, everyone, I'm not sure whether you will get this kind of opportunity or not. Okay, there will be separate portals, or every organization they will maintain separate portal. From that portal, from that portal only they will download the images of SQL servers. There you can see how many license they purchased, what kind of license, how many license are using, how many license are free. Directly no, sir. No. Getting my point? So there will
Yeah,
be
yeah.
separate portal for every organization. Maybe I'm not sure whether you are so lucky you got that opportunity. I got a lucky where I will open that portal. I can see how many license we purchase, how many license are free. There I can download the image and I will provide to you people.
Okay.
Yeah. From that portal, sir, actually. We won't download like how you are downloading when you are practicing, right? So when you are practicing how you are downloading SQL Server, we won't download like this, sir. In real world, they will download from the a portal, a separate portal for them. They will get the image and they will attach that image to your server while you are installing SQL Server, or they will keep in the network folder, shared network folder in real world. Definitely, you may also get chance when your experiences keep on increasing. Maybe not now, but definitely at one day you will see sir, that portals. Maybe your experience will grow. You may also get chance. Okay. Okay, that's it about licensing, about history of SQL Server, how the application hierarchy, how the connectivity hierarchy we discuss. Okay, let's stop here. Any questions, sir, before I stop the recording? Tomorrow we'll start with the main concept that is nothing but SQL Server architecture. Let me stop the recording.